Okay, we're going to talk about our last property today, which is the distributive property. Some of you already saw it on your IXL, but we're going to actually go over it now. We're going to go over it today with just numbers, and then next week we're going to go over it with variables as well. So with the distributive property, we're going to distribute the number on the outside of parentheses to each number on the inside of parentheses. And when we do that, we're going to multiply. So sometimes when I do this, I like to make sound effects. So you take the number on the outside and you go shoo, shoo, and you put lines going to each number on the inside of parentheses, and then you multiply those. So if we look at example 1, we're going to go shoo, shoo. So I have 2 times 3. I have a plus sign there, so plus, then 2 times 4. And then I'm going to solve this. Remember, order of operations says we multiply first. So I'm going to multiply both pairs of numbers. 2 times 3 is 6. Bring down your plus sign. 2 times 4 is 8. Then I solve that. 6 plus 8 is 14. Going on to number 2, make your lines. Shoo, shoo. So first we're going to do 3 times 4. Bring down your minus sign. And 3 times 1. And then solve it. 3 times 4 is 12, minus 3 times 1 is 3. 12 minus 3 is 9. The biggest mistake I see with these is either the wrong sign, or some people forget to multiply the number outside the parentheses by that second number. So remember, multiply it by all the numbers inside the parentheses. So number 3, we're going to go shoo, shoo. Negative 2 times 5 minus, then I'm a negative 2 times 7. I put parentheses around the negative 2, just remind me that that's a negative. Negative 2 times 5 is negative 10, minus negative 2 times 7 is negative 14. Remember, we can't have two negatives here, so we're going to change them to addition, change it to positive. So remember, the negatives kind of cancel each other out. So negative 10 plus 14 is 4. Another way that you can think about this problem, I'm going to do it up here in red. When we do negative 2 times 5, we know that that's negative 10, but you can also always think of subtraction as negative. So this is really negative 2 times negative 7, because that says negative 7 right there. Negative 2 times negative 7, negative times a negative is a positive, so I'm going to write plus. 2 times 7 is 14. And we still get the same answer. So I find it a lot easier to, if I have a subtraction problem, think of it as a negative. Okay, back to number 4. We have negative 8 times 1, then plus negative 8 times 2. Negative 8 times 1 is negative 8, plus negative 8 times 2 is negative 16. Negative 8 plus negative 16, those are the same sign, so we're going to add and keep. 8 plus 16 is 24, and keep the negative, so negative 24. Okay, so always remember, multiply the number on the outside by each number on the inside. Some of your IXLs will have a variable on the inside of the parentheses. That's okay. So if this said negative 8 times x right here, when you multiply those, it would just be negative 8x. So we'll get that a little bit next week. If you have any questions, please let me know.